Hello everybody, RebelsCloud9 here, and today I'm going to be doing a product demonstration on the, what I believe is called HiQ Parts Kumano brush, and what I've rather affectionately dubbed this as the Airbrush brush. So, we're going to get into what this is for and why you're going to want one. And we're going to go and test it out as well. So if you're an Airbrush user, you know that airbrush maintenance is a huge key part of airbrushing and keeping your paint and polish and everything happy. And so one of the big things is maintaining an airbrush. So what this brush does is really cool. I really like this. It's quite a small, light little brush, but it has these nicely designed bristles on the end here, and they are soft but very pointy. And the purpose of this is that when you are cleaning out your airbrush after you use it, you take this and you would dab it in here and dislodge any paint that's potentially stuck at the bottom. What's really nice is I can get it quite deep inside of here, getting it kind of closer to the nozzle. So that's actually pretty cool how deep it goes inside of there. No pun intended. And oh man, you can see there's already a little bit of dirt on the end there. So I do actually take pretty good care of this when I am cleaning after each use. Usually when I can't even say when I'm done a project, but I can usually tell the tolerances of when this really does need to be cleaned, like torn apart, stripped down, have every part cleaned. I know some modelers are really anal about doing that. They will do it after every session, and to me that is just a lot of time used cleaning and not used painting or modeling. But generally I tend to keep this thing pretty clean after each use, and when I'm painting I can have really good results. But when the results start to waver a little bit, then I'm like, yeah, time to tear this apart and clean it. But it doesn't happen that often because, like I said, I usually keep this thing pretty clean between uses, so I don't have to do that. But this thing, I like the idea of this a lot, just getting it in there and dislodging the rest of the paint. What I really like is I can get it underneath the needle quite a bit there. It's hard for me to record this because it's reflecting so much, so the camera doesn't want to pick up on a lot, so I apologize. But yeah, what I'm going to go do, I'm going to go load this thing up with some paint, and I'm going to go put this thing to use and see how well this airbrush brush really works. Let's see if it's worth the price tag. Okay, I have had some good time to mess around and do some spray painting. I played around with about 5 different paints of acrylics and lacquers. And the first one that I tried was regular Tamiya flat white. This is usually a paint, whenever I use it, I end up with some pigment in the bottom. I don't know why, it's just one of those paints, no matter how well I mix it, it always just seems to stay there. And so I had quite a bit of fun actually just kicking around the paint in there and then flushing it out, and it just came right out. It was fantastic. Didn't have to worry about like pulling out the needle and scrubbing around in there. None of that. Got to keep all my parts in place, and that was really handy. So the next thing that I did is I actually just took this and filled it with a little bit of lacquer thinner, and then I pulled the needle out a bit and really kind of got down inside of here, down past the needle here, and I ended up lifting up a lot of debris, a lot more than I thought was in there. I usually thought it was like pretty clean, but it actually pulled out more than I was expecting. And when I went to spray the next paint, it sprayed quite a bit better. Not like a night and day sort of improvement, but it was definitely noticeable that it was flowing a lot smoother, and that was really handy. So I'd go through my normal cleanup procedure, you know, wiping out the cup here. I usually have cotton swabs and I clean out the debris, and then taking this and just, again, lastly, just, you know, getting underneath the needle. That was really nice, and just cleaning up around here, flushing out the excess thinner, and it was just ready to go. It was fantastic. It was really, really nice. This little guy, really handy. Really, really, really handy. For a tool that is under $10. this is really, to me, worth the price. So the one thing I want to do here is there is some stuff written on the back of the cardboard sleeve, and I've taken it into Google Translate here, and I just want to read out to you what it says on here. Because the big thing you're going to be asking yourself is, why should I spend money on this brush and just use a normal paintbrush? And that's a really good question. So, the top one here says, dedicated to cleaning airbrush handy piece cups. It is used to clean areas that are difficult to remove with normal gargling or backwashing. Cleaning such as sticking to the needles in the bottom of the cups. Also, if you wash the inside of the cup with washing before gargling, you can save the amount of thinner used before washing. So they're saying in there is you pour the thinner in, you use this, swirl it around a bit, and then backwash your airbrush and then siphon it all out. And this is the important part here, this little square down here. It says the neck uses PBT material, which is, with excellent chemical resistance. It is made with a shape that makes it easy to gather the tips so it can be washed in deep places. The shaft is unpainted wood, since the coating on the shaft does not peel off. Unnecessary dirt does not spread during cleaning. If there is paint on the shaft, wipe it off with thinner for models. And then finally here, precautions for use. Although this product is made of materials with excellent chemical resistance, please do not immerse it in thinner for a long time. After using it for cleaning, lightly rinse the brush with thinner, wipe it off with a cloth, etc., and store it. If the tip is left bent, it may cause the tip to bend and break. So, that's basically the gist of it right there. As far as it goes, like I said, I think I'm going to buy another one of these when I can. I think they might still have them in stock. This is a fantastic, simple little tool to have to help cleaning. Just take that one step further so it is more clean. Like I said, I definitely saw an improvement when I was spraying. It's something, I dislodged some stuff inside of there and it was flowing a lot better. And since then, just by using this little thing, I've been kind of singing. My airbrush has been singing. It's been great. I can't recommend this enough. The only thing I can say is I do wonder the lifespan of this tool. You know, I'm going to be using it quite often, and I'm wondering, you know, is it going to last about a year before it needs to be replaced? I don't know. I'm going to buy another one just as a precaution, simply because I want to have another one of these on hand whenever this one doesn't work anymore, the bristles give out or whatnot. But like I said, it still feels really good. It still feels really strong and stiff here just after the few sessions. I wasn't doing anything, you know, harsh with it. And to answer a question I know it's going to be asked, yes, this will work on acrylics, yes, this will work on lacquers, and yes, it will work on enamels. It will work on all sorts of paints. So yeah, like I said, it's under $10 brush. Go give it a try. If you're into airbrushing, you're getting into airbrushing, you've been a long time airbrusher, go grab this, give it a try. You're going to love it. This is one of my new favorite things that I've purchased lately. I just love it. So prepare to be delighted, because that's what this thing is going to do. This is Rebels of Cloud 9. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.